we got major news out of the great state of Michigan. Debbie Stabenow, the incumbent Democrat senator of the great state of Michigan, was about to face re-election in 2024, but she has just announced she is not seeking re-election in 2024. What was originally seen as, I would say, uncompetitive seat, we weren't going to focus much time on it. Now, well, we got to discuss Michigan and another state today because things are getting quickly interesting in the great state of Michigan. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Everybody, you know what to do. If you click that big, beautiful blue join button right now, just for 10 cents a day, you could join Real American Politics. Get a couple perks, if you donate $5 a month, I think it is at this point, you get a shout out at the end of each video. So I hope you join today because more perks are coming soon. You will see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. We ought to discuss this. Michigan. I originally was not going to discuss the Michigan Senate race. All right. I thought, okay, this wasn't much of a discussion. Everybody thought Senator Stabenow was going to run again. All right. Anybody that had a pulse thought so. Well, today the bombshell happened. Senator Debbie Stabenow will not seek re-election in 2024. This is huge for many reasons. Number one, Stabenow, if she would have ran again, she wasn't going to lose. Even if you ran somebody like John James, who in 2018 did actually respectable against Stabenow. I mean, yes, he lost by 6-7 points, but this was Stabenow's worst performance in quite a while. And this was during a blue wave, and this was with a lot of scandals with the Michigan GOP. And on top of that, John James is a political newcomer. And, well, he did pretty good considering. He had the best performance against Stabenow since, I think, the 90s. So, that's a thing about Stabenow. She was, in my opinion, the front runner for 2024. She wasn't going to lose. She was not going to lose this seat. But surprisingly, she announced she's not running again. Now, this opens up a can of worms that I don't think Democrats were prepared for, because now you're going to see a lot of these Democrats, in these more competitive seats, like Slotkin, etc. These, quote-unquote, moderate my ass Democrats, they're all going to probably jump in this race now. We already have Slotkin likely to run. We have Haley Stevens, Debbie Dingell, etc. Dingell's not in that competitive a seat, but, well, kind of. But point is, you get the point that we have a serious opportunity for Republicans to get a pickup opportunity in the state now. Now, people are going to say, oh, well, we have to run Peter Meijer. Oh, he's such a great candidate. Oh, no. Stop it, stop it, stop it. We are not running Peter Meijer again. Neither are we John James. Look, I like John James. Let's give him some time in Congress first. But Peter Meijer, some of these people worship this clown, right? They call him they think he's some electoral genius or whatever. But guess what? Quite frankly, he really isn't that good of an electoral candidate. People think, oh, Trump only won his seat by 3 points, but he won it by, only, 6? He only did 2 or 3 points better than Trump in the seat. That's it. It wasn't by 5-6 points like John James did. John James won the seat by 8. Meijer won it by 6. Which, compared to Trump, isn't that much better. And if we extrapolate those results, John Gibbs lost by around 13. Meijer probably would have lost by 10 to 11. That's not that much of an electoral juggernaut like some people claim. Plus, he would do slightly better in the Grand Rapids area. All right, sure, he would probably win Kent County, but outside of that, he would collapse in a place like Macomb. He would collapse in central Michigan. Flint, Michigan. This would just be a bloodbath for him. It wouldn't be that pretty. Again, he may do better in Oakland, Kent, Muskegon, a tiny bit, Ottawa. But outside of that, he would just collapse in Macomb, St. Clair, etc. That's the problem with running somebody like Meyer. You cannot run an establishment hack like Peter Meyer and expect to win. Now, I do know one candidate that we should run, and it's not Tudor Dixon. That was a disastrous thing. Tom Barrett, no. He's not that good on the issues. I don't think he would win. But there is one candidate not listed here that's currently in the House of Representatives. He's not terrible. He's good, all right? He's not perfect, but he is good on the issues. Bill Huizenga. That's how you say the name correctly. Look, he is not, a Freedom Caucus, Paul Gosar type, but relatively speaking, on the ACU scorecard, which isn't perfect, he has an 88, which is better than McCarthy. I mean, that alone, he's not bad. And he does represent a district in Michigan that could help him win the election. He is decent on the issues, and I think he would have a serious shot of winning. A lot of people are actually saying this is a good idea. Even I got people, some of the elected bros saying that Zinga's the best candidate. He just is. He is overall the best candidate for this seat. Now, there's one more race we must discuss because this one came out of freaking left field. Like, you could make the argument there were rumors of Stabenow retiring, but it wasn't seen as likely. Well, this one may upend the map even more. In the great state of Pennsylvania, all right, you got a Senate seat upcoming with Bob Casey Jr. And if you don't know who Bob Casey is, he is a senator of the great state of Pennsylvania, yes. But his father was, I would consider to be one of the last relevant conservative Democrats. This guy is not conservative at all, but his father was, quite frankly, the last real conservative Democrat that had any sort of relevance. Either way, it came as a big shock that he has prostate cancer, and he'll undergo a lot of treatment to hopefully recover and not, the worst case scenario doesn't happen. But I hope it doesn't. I disagree with him on policy, but cancer sucks. I hope Casey beats it. But it does bring the question, 2024's Pennsylvania Senate seat, right here. If Casey doesn't run, I think Democrats may be in trouble. Yes, they won with Fetterman, but there were circumstances with that were outside of everybody's control. You had a lot of early votes that happened, etc. So, now, Bob Casey, for not being a conservative Democrat, he did damn well in rural Pennsylvania. I mean, he won by 13 against Lou Barletta, which kind of sucks, but he is electorally good, mostly because of his last name. I mean, if it wasn't for his last name, I doubt it. I mean, he's not really claims to be pro-life, but he really isn't. I don't think he's been pro-life for 10 years. But either way, there is a pickup opportunity here in the state of Pennsylvania. As for who should run, I'll leave that up for now. Now, we had to also discuss how important do these two races mean to the electoral map. This is what I would consider to be the target map for 2024. And there are a couple to be determined. Texas, depends if Cruz runs or not. Virginia, same deal. But as of now, I would say there are 6 targets for the Republican Party that have a serious opportunity in Arizona, Nevada, Montana, Wisconsin, Ohio, and the great state of West Virginia. But now, Democrats are not only have to possibly defend 6 races, upwards of 7. They may have to defend another one, and another one. You see the problem with this map for Democrats? You have an opportunity for upwards of 9 competitive seats that had or has an incumbent Democrat who's in trouble. That doesn't usually end well. Now, I'm not saying Republicans will flip all of these seats, but there is a good opportunity for Republicans to get a majority through Montana, West Virginia, and Ohio, but also adds an avenue for expanding that majority. Pennsylvania, Arizona, Michigan, Nevada. Like, this is going to be a problem for Democrats I think Republicans had in 2022. There were a lot of incumbents that were in competitive seats or retired. Ron Johnson, Roy Blunt sucks, but these are examples of ones that retired. Roy Blunt, the clown North Carolina, Toomey, Portman, etc. That costed a lot of resources in primaries. Now, Democrats, they have a lot of these seats have competitive primaries. Michigan, I think, is going to be an absolute shit show, but we just got to see. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.